Alright, let's get started. Hello everyone, my name is Shoot, and this is going to be a boost jump on march from ship to main, and main to ship, going across the giant hole in the center, whatever you want to call it. Gulch, ditch, hole. Now this is going to be, I would say like a tier 2 jump instead of a tier 1, because we're not going to be doing this in park like all the others. It is a bit more involved and a bit more intuition based. You kind of have to just practice it, especially since the timings for the boosts are a lot less reliable. So we're gonna fuel up. I would also just say to drive to main. I think jumping to main is unnecessary because driving to main is so quick and easy. You can easily get to main before 9 AM. As long as you don't have any too terrible spawns with pumpkins or rocks. And if you don't know any good paths to get to main by driving, I will include the one I take at the end of the video. Anyways, we're going to come up here to the front by the ship, try and line ourselves up with main. There we go. Just kind of like this, you can see. We'll back up a little bit to have some more space. So, yeah, this is more of a tier 2 boost. We're getting more complicated. We're going to put it in drive. We're going to drive forward for like 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. We're going to, and then we're going to boost. And the first boost is while holding W. Don't forget that. We're then going to fall for a couple seconds, double boost up to get some height, and then we'll space out our 4th and 5th boosts to get across. The hard part, I would say, is the timing for these double boosts. If you wait too long, you'll be too far down to get enough height to get back up, and if you're not far enough down, you will end up... Some weird flashes happen in my room. If you're not far enough down, you'll get too much height and then probably die on the landing. I have tried experimenting with slowing your descent by using boosts, but just in general, it doesn't really work. I don't think the game understands really how to calculate your fall height, because even though the cruiser will survive, you won't. So it's really strange. Anyway, let's just go for it. So we're gonna... So our lineup got a little bit messed up, but we are pretty much here. I want it to be more over to the right and more centered, but so be it. Ideally, you would miss the trees and you would just land either up on this little ledge or over here. The angle it can be messed up depending on if your wheel is turned in any direction. That it does happen. So these bees are like terrible positioning. I gotta move this real quick. Great. Alright, I moved the beehives. Anyways, so that wasn't the best landing, but that's generally the idea of it. Alright. Now to line up for our way back. It's going to be the same type of boost. You're going to end up lining up and then going for it, holding W, boosting forward, and then boosting up after a short delay. If you don't give it a delay, you'll be too high up, so make sure you wait a second before you do the double boost. You can do a triple as well, but you'll have to wait longer for that, and I just wouldn't recommend it overall. That being said, do what works best for you. So we can't quite see the ship, even though, unfortunately, I guess you just can't scan it from as far as you can the entrance. But it's roughly over there. We're almost lined up perfectly. This one is harder because it's actually a different height that you have to worry about. Since this ledge down here is lower down and also you're farther from the edge when you boost, it's a little deceptive as far as tricking your senses. Alright. And I should heal this thing up. Hopefully we're not too damaged to survive. We might die even if the cruiser makes it. That's the problem with some of the jumps and the logic when it comes to this thing. And you will need a full set of boosts for both of these. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. This time we're going to aim more to the left, because I think we're going too far right. We do have a giant spawn, which is a little inconvenient, but that's okay. Perfect. That took way too many attempts. So yeah, aim more towards the left instead of the right, because on the right, I believe, it actually... Yeah, I feel like how like this is like kind of further back than this edge. So if you aim over here, you won't make it. You'll actually just fall into the water. So aim more for the left, and you'll just kind of coast right on past. Anyways, that's the jump. Overall, driving is much quicker than doing the boost to get over. I'm going to show you the route I take. So after you get out, you're going to come over here. You're going to go... Can't drive straight. You're going to aim between these trees. Left, right, left again, and you're right by main. It is very easy. I would not recommend boosting over to main, but boosting from main I could understand if there were giant or if there were just other entities that were kind of causing problems. That being said, that is the boost. Hopefully you find it to be useful in some capacity. That being said, it is very dangerous. You make it or you don't. You either make it or you die. And I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.